Hello, everybody. Welcome to VoiceUp, the third episode. Today's guest is very special again. She is a dentist by qualification, and she had a very good practice back home. And then she moved to UAE, where she had to give up for her family challenges. And now she works as a parenting coach. She has so many certifications. She has over 500 hours of parenting coaching experiences. She's a NLP certified trainer. She has done so many things. Let's learn something more about her journey. So I welcome and introduce you to Dr. Deepa Khemani. Deepa, welcome.
Thank you very much, Vibha, for this wonderful introduction. I'm glad that you invited me here over for this session.
Our pleasure is all mine, Dr. Deepa. So tell us a little bit more about your qualifications. I know there's so many of them, so I would like people to hear it from you.
Okay. By qualification, as you mentioned, I'm a dentist. I was running a dental clinic back at my hometown, Delhi, where it was quite successful. And then marriage happened, and I moved to Dubai. And I did practice here as well after getting the license, but that was for a very brief period. And after a break of around 10 years working as a homemaker, I again decided to start my second innings, and this time as a life coach. And since I love being with children, so I picked up my niche as parenting, teenage mentoring, and I'm also a DMIT consultant.
So that sounds so nice. So can you tell us a little bit more what a parenting coach actually does and what is DMIT train?
Sure. Um, I took life coaching, which helps people understand the challenges that they may be facing in their inner world, how they can set goals, how they can achieve what they are looking at. Some people have anxieties, phobias, and many other challenges wherein a life coach comes into picture. Now, like all other branches, let's say, for example, dentistry, we have many branches like an orthodontist, a pedodontist who takes care of the children, a surgeon. Uh, Similarly, in life coaching, also we have different niches. Like somebody could be a business coach, somebody could be working with the mindset, and as I mentioned, I love working with children, and I would want to create an impact on this generation so that when they come out into the external world, they are very well prepared. And also with parents, because as you know, most of us are living in nuclear families. So the families are small, but the challenges have become very big. So I want to be a mediator there, helping to bring more harmony into families where there is an amazing bonding between the family members, which helps everybody grow.
Wow, that sounds so awesome. But tell me, in your experience, whatever people come to you and all, how willing are people to take tips about their parenting? Because we all have grown up and we feel we are the best, right? So it's a challenge to deal with somebody who you may find resistance to being coached as a parent. So do you find something like that or no?
Whereby you just said it yourself. As parents, we are the best. There is no two thoughts about it. Having said that, with the changing times, we also need to adapt ourselves to evolve, to learn some new tools and techniques which were not needed when our parents were doing the parenting. So, learning new things has become the need of the hour because, again, quite a few of us are living abroad, nuclear families. Uh, Also, moms have stepped out, as entrepreneurs are working. Plus, the social media or the external influence is increasing, trying to impact our children in not so positive ways. There are positive as
Absolutely.
well. So, it becomes imperative for parents to learn. Now, there are parents who are into this awareness and happily come for parenting coaching. And this barrier now is being broken with the awareness that there is no harm seeking help if it brings about betterment for yourself and for your children.
True. Yeah, the world is quickly changing, I would say, but still there is, I think, a lot more to be done. And people like you definitely can help all of us because बहुत बारी ऐसा होता है, we just, I feel, this is me as a parent talking, that we go back to the way we were parented, right? So in your voice, you can hear your mother's or your father's voice talking to you, and you relay the same thing to your child, which may not be in context today, right? So yeah, it's wonderful thing that you're doing.
Thank you very much. And you rightly said, uh, our subconscious holds all those memories, how we were parented, and they come back to us. Now, here, the best part is if a parent is in awareness, what was right, they can pick that and use it for their children. And what they feel did not work or will not work in today's times, they can definitely learn new things and put them to use. So, working on yourself is important, your own limiting beliefs, patterns, or your childhood traumas, because that is what affects your parenting today. So, heal
Correct.
yourself before you embark on your parenting journey.
Awesome. That's a wonderful thought because, like, even in health, we say, heal the inner child because the inner trauma is, we don't even realize it many times. And especially in India, I don't think there is much awareness about it. And the world is quickly changing. People like you are much needed in this world. So, wonderful. Okay. Now, I would like to just ask you, when you must have had a lot of challenges when you were learning and you were growing in this industry, which is pretty new. So what are two things that you feel if you had known at that time you would have done a better job? Matlab, you would have reached whatever you are at faster.
So
Anything
that's
like that?
wonderful question because I could see a lot of difference when I had my own clinic back in Delhi and how businesses or are working in today's times. Um, the first and foremost is networking, which was unheard of probably 20 years back. It did exist, but not so much, or in different forms. So this is where I found a bit of hesitation to come out of the shell and go out, meet new people. But then I realized, and unless and until I go out and create the awareness, how will the parents know that solutions exist? Or they can approach somebody with their challenge, whichever way they are facing in parenting or to heal themselves. So, networking was something which was new to me. Um, and the second thing which I found challenging was making videos. Because sitting in front of the camera and talking to yourself seemed a bit weird initially, but
I
I've
can
got used
understand
to
that.
it.
Yeah.
I've got used to it, and now I'm enjoying because what I keep in mind is that maybe that 1 minute, 3 minute, or a reel or a YouTube video, I don't know who is going to hear it, who really needs it, and what change can that video bring in the life of that parent.
Dr. Deepa, it's been wonderful chatting with you. Now let's switch gears a little bit. Now I would like to know from you, in your practice, whenever you meet teens, you're coaching teens regularly, what are the health challenges that you feel is very unique to today's generation teens? What are the topmost health challenges they face?
That's a very relevant question, Vibha. And I'll break it down into three aspects. One is physical, mental, emotional. Now, coming to physical, the kind of junk food that the children are eating these days, loaded with additives, just the taste and flavored. Sometimes it is just they're eating to fit in.
Correct.
So this is causing a lot of damage to their gut health. Second is the junk food, outing with burgers and the boba drinks, which they don't understand what kind of, long-term health challenge can come up with these kind of foods and drink. Right now, probably their body can take it being young, but the effects will come later on in life. Uh, but what effects they see now is the obesity, uh, which is seen visibly in children. The second is the acne. They
Mm.
are drinking less water, so the acne is coming. Sometimes it is also manifesting as hypothyroidism in girls as young as 13 years, which was absolutely unheard of
Unheard of.
earlier. Even juvenile diabetes is on the rise. So um, with your through your channel, Voice Up with Vibha, I would like to appeal that please uh, go to Vibha if you're having any challenge with your child's health, figure out a diet plan, get into awareness, uh, help your child eat healthy food. Because it's not about today, it's about the years to come. Going on to the emotional health. Now, today's children are mostly on the gadget. They don't understand the kind of impact it has on their emotional health. What they are seeing, the content may not be age appropriate. The kind of impact it has on their mental status. Being alone all through the day, only fixed on the gadget, impacts their social relationships. They get into aggression. Academics suffers. So all these challenges can bring about a lot of phobias. Sometimes children are going to the extreme limits of aggression. So this also is something which really needs to be addressed. Now, on the mental side, again, when you are, into so much of digital addiction, or I would say not addiction, overuse, digital overuse, again, it's having an impact on your mental health. So, uh, a balance is where one needs to look into. So, I request the teenagers to get into awareness and take care of their physical, mental, and emotional well being.
Awesome. That's so well thought of. And I agree with you, being a parent myself, that these are definitely challenges. And I don't know, the Netflix era that we live in has made certain things so, like it's a given. कि ये तो करना ही है. Like people, if you are earning, you should be drinking, you should be having late nights. It's become such a norm that people who don't do it feel, matlab, who are doing actually healthy things, who are looking after their bodies, feel like misfits, which is very difficult in today's day and age. Our children are definitely facing that. So good work you're doing there, Dr. Geeta. Very nice. Okay. Now, next, I would like to ask you is from your culture, which is one food that you feel is very nutritious, but it doesn't get its due importance? Like, people should be more aware of this and using it more. What is that one food?
Okay. I come from a Sindhi background, which has all the Sindhi curry rice, dal pakwans, and
Yummy.
sevaiyan,
Yes.
all rich. But there is one dish which I don't know, maybe by different names in different places of India, but it is called as sale mani. It is made
Okay.
out of the leftover roti.
Okay,
So
yeah.
good utilization of the leftover rotis. Uh, it can be made in different forms. If you can add vegetables to it, and it becomes a complete meal. So
Correct.
this, I don't think many people are aware, or it is not available on the menu in restaurants. But I would like people to try it because food is nourishing.
Correct.
And anything that is left over and kept can also be used. Sometimes we see that the leftover food gets more, vitamin B12s and all that. So if any leftover is that, we should use it wisely because we are living in abundance. If we have
Yes.
some good food, a balanced meal on the plate, then we should be wise.
Very true. That's yeah. I had Sindhi friends when I was growing up, and I remember one of my friend's house. We had gone, and our mother had made that, and it was really nice. Like in our, I'm a Punjabi, so in our culture we make that churi roti. The leftover rotis. We just grind them with little sugar
Mm.
and ghee. So that's the way our elders used to use the leftovers. आजकल के ज़माने में we feel कि हाँ वो खराब हो गया उसको फेंक दो. So that's a very good way of being sustainable too. Looking after our health and being sustainable. Very nice. So lastly, I would like to ask you, what are the 3 health tips that you can give our audience?
Well, I guess you are the best person to give health tips,
They are
being in
your
that
health
field.
tips now.
But if I have to, yeah, they are mine. But then, as I was mentioning about the gadgets, so my first and foremost tip to be it adults or teenagers or children, uh, at night when we are done with our things, we mindlessly scroll through the reels. Now, and then it eats up into our sleep, and the blue light disturbs our good sleep. So, my first tip would be that please get mindful about those scrolling of reels and get a good sleep. A good sleep helps you have a great start to the day.
So,
Number two, um, water. We are living in UAE in centrally air conditioned, so we don't feel thirsty. But we have to make sure that we are providing 3 to 4 liters of water every day to our body because it flushes out all the toxins and also keeps you hydrated. Otherwise, today's children feel if they have dark circles, instead of finding the root cause, and fixing the root cause, they prefer, we'll apply some makeup to cover it. So why
correct.
not get to the root and work on that? And number three would be having a balanced diet. Eating out is good once in a while, but the home cooked healthy food is something which you always should look forward for.
Awesome. Those are wonderful tips and things that I agree with completely. So, thank you so much for sharing that with our audience and thank you for your time. Before you go, I just want to ask you how can the people find you? What are your channels? Can you just tell us that so that whoever's listening today should definitely follow Dr. Deepa because she's an awesome parenting coach and a teenage coach.
Uh, Thank you very much, Vibha, for inviting me to the Voice Up with Vibha. It was nice sharing, things with you. And audience can find me on Instagram as deep parenting underscore. On LinkedIn, I am there as Dr. Deepa Khimani. And also on the Facebook, it is Deep Parenting, which is, my brand name because parenting goes deep down to the parents' childhood. And lots of layers are, come out. So it's the reason deep parenting.
Awesome. That's so much thought has gone to the name also. So wonderful. Thank you so much for doing this, Dr. Deepa, and have a wonderful evening, everybody.